Hey everybody, Abby here. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am sharing my 10-minute makeup routine. Honestly, I can do this in 5 when I'm in a hurry, which is a lot. I'm using 9 total products, and I'm gonna also show you how I've been doing my brows post laser tattoo removal. I got my brows microbladed over a year ago and I'm trying to remove it. It is not semi-permanent like everyone says. Removing it has been quite the process. I've had to go 4 times and I still have a few treatments ahead of me until it's all the way gone. I'm gonna share what that looks like in another video when I'm done, but just be forewarned, I look crazy until I fill in my brows. So without any more chatter, don't forget to subscribe below and let's jump into this video. Okay, first up we got a prime. This is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer and I'm obsessed with it. It goes on so silky smooth, it helps reduce redness and minimize pores. I can just tell a huge difference in my skin and the way my makeup wears when I use it. It's the best. And then we're on to the foundation. This is honestly my holy grail, #1 must-have favorite product in the entire universe. It's the Make Sense Advanced Anti-Aging Foundation. Kind of a mouthful, but I use the color Cream Beige and it's just perfect. It covers my blemishes, my scars, my redness. It wears so well. Seriously feels like nothing is ever on my skin and it doesn't settle into my pores or wrinkles and I don't ever have to touch it up throughout the day. It's the best. It's pricey, but it lasts forever. And I'm gonna leave all the links to everything that I'm using in the description box, so make sure to check that out. And then the brush that I use actually has a round shape and it's really dense so that it buffs the product into the skin nicely, but you can also use your fingers if you need to. Then I'm taking the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind to conceal the faded microblading and under eye circles. I'm just using the Luxie Small Contouring Brush and blending it all out. You can see that I'm blending the product on my eyelid and this is going to be our primer there, and then pulling the product down to conceal the redness around the nose. And you actually want to hold the brush at the end of it. This is going to reduce pressure, and because the brush is so soft, it's not going to move the product around too much. Instead, it's going to give you a really nice airbrushed look. And we're onto the brows. So I basically have 0 tails here because I've just covered them up and look a little crazy. So let me show you how I do it. Right here, I'm mixing Garnet and Mocha Java Shadow Scents together. Over the past year, I've just been on the hunt for the best waterproof brow product, and you guys, I'm telling you, these are amazing. So I put a little bit on the top of my foundation lid, 1 little swipe of each color, and then I take the Anastasia Brow Wiz and just mix them together. So this is what we're left with, and then I'm just filling in the brows. So I'm using a super light hand and moving pretty slowly because if I put product in the wrong spot, I've got to get my makeup remover out and it's super annoying. It's this whole thing. So I'm just trying to follow my natural shape as best I can, and I'm using light flicking motions to kind of make it look like little strokes. And when it's filled in how I like, I press the little spoolie on the end of the Brow Wiz into the product and then comb through the brows. And this actually adds color to the hairs, which is super helpful for me because where they use the laser, the hairs turned totally white. So I'll get them dyed in another week or so after they've healed all the way and they'll look a lot better, but brushing the product into the hair works really great. The reason why I've really fallen in love with the Shadow Scents is because they're totally waterproof. I can't have my brows fading throughout the day or coming off when I swim. I'd look insane. And these honestly just don't move around at all, and there's so many uses for them. So after I've finished my brows, I actually take the Sigma Angled Kabuki brush and I start contouring. So you want a brush that's really dense because the Shadow Scents doesn't blend as easily as, say, like a powder. So you really want a brush that will move the product around. So I'm going to lightly dip the brush into the leftover product and then just very lightly start contouring the cheeks. So Shadow Scents dries a little bit quicker than other products, so you want to make sure that the area you're working on looks really great before you move on to another area. So instead of putting the product all over my face like I would with like a crayon or something and then blending it all out, I'm going to focus on one section at a time. And you can see the big difference right here from the side that has been contoured and the side that has not been contoured. So now I'm going to go ahead and do my forehead, and you can layer this. So start light and just keep adding product if you want it darker. So for the nose, because I'm super lazy, I'm just going to use the same brush but press the bristles together so that the shape is thinner, and then I'm just going to contour my nose. I do spend most of my time on my skin and my brows just because that's where I need it the most, but if you use a BB cream and you don't care to contour, you can seriously pick up the rest of the routine here and it'll take you 2 minutes. And then I set any liquids with the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Powder. So even when I'm not getting all the way ready and I use a BB cream or something like that, I still set it with this powder. I'm just taking a large fluffy powder brush and then just softly dusting it over the skin. And this just sets the makeup and gives the skin a really nice matte finish. Plus it has a 50 SPF in it, so I have one in my purse too. For the rest of this look, I'm using this Urban Decay Sin Afterglow palette. I'm a little bit obsessed with this one. It's so pretty and I honestly use it for everything. So I'm taking a soft blush brush and dipping it into the first color and lightly applying it to my cheeks. And then with the same brush, I'm patting the brush into the highlighter and just tapping the highlighter onto the skin right above my cheekbones. Finally, onto the eyes, I'm taking a tapered blending eye brush. This is the only brush we're gonna use for our eyes. And I'm dipping it into the PSA color, which is just a really pretty rose gold. And I'm sweeping it over the entire eyelid. And then I like to actually press the bristles together with my fingers and apply the same color under my eye. So it's kind of going all around the eye. I like to hold the brush near the ends. This gives me a lighter application of the product because I'd honestly rather just build the product more than start with it too dark. So I'm adding some of the highlighter color right below my brows and then in the tear ducts. And then I'm just using my finger to dab some onto my Cupid's bow and on the bridge of my nose. Next up are the lashes. I use the Pure Cosmetics Magnetic Mascara. I've been getting so many questions about my lashes. Yes, they are real. I've just been using Latisse to help them grow, and I have a video up there in the corner if you want to click that and watch it. They're definitely long, but the mascara is super amazing, as you can see here, and I'm really just particular with how I apply it. I'm just really thorough, and I make sure that every single lash is coated, and I use the tip of the wand a lot to help me reach those little individual hairs. So I coat it once, and then I take a lash curler to them, but instead of opening the curler up and curling them the traditional way, I just use the curler kind of like a spoon and curl the lashes using the shape of the curler, if that makes sense. So you're gonna hold it there for a few seconds so that it dries and then coat your bottom lashes. And I dare you to not make that face. And onto the lip, I got this Urban Decay Sheer Lip in the mail the other day and I love it so much. It's super moisturizing, kind of goes on like a soft chapstick. It doesn't last all day, but the pigment is really pretty. This one is 100 degrees, that's what it's called. And it's easy enough to keep in your purse when you're out and about. But that is it. What do you guys think? Hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did. And I will leave all the products in the description box, and I also have a blog post on it, so make sure to check that out. And if you have any questions on microblading, let me know in the comments and I'll make sure to go through those and answer those when I film that video. So I hope you guys have a fabulous week. Don't forget to subscribe and we'll see you in the next one. Bye everybody!